Hi everyone, so in this video I'm going to be showing you my art workstation. So it's basically my desk and like all the things I keep in my desk and my setup for my camera. So basically my desk, I got 4 cubes from Michael's. It's those like organization cubes with the drawers and all the slots, and I have 2 on this side and 2 on that side, and I have a board over top of them. So that just gives me a lot of storage on my desk and a lot of like work area. The first thing I want to talk about is my camera setup for how I film my traditional videos. So this is where I film them. My chair's here, and this is basically the middle of my desk, and I have this kind of homemade sort of system for filming. So how it works is it has a slider here, and it looks like this on the side. Just painted it white so it looks better, and it has a little interlocking system. It was going to be like a French cleat kind of system, but there's too much weight on the end of it, so we had to make it interlocking. And I keep my rulers up here just for easy access. And this isn't the camera that I film with. I'm filming with the camera that I use in my videos. It's a Lumix Panasonic DMC ZS3 according to what's written on it. This is a really old camera. I'm just using it as a prop to show you how it films. And basically this is some PVC pipe type stuff. And there's a little elbow here and a little screw that can screw into the camera, and it films down like this. Usually I would take a tripod and I would put it behind my desk, but since my desk is against the wall, I couldn't do that, so my dad helped me rig this up here. So as for my desk lamps, I have 3 different ones. There's this really old one, it's kind of like a white lighting. There's this one over here, it's kind of like a warm light. And I have this one on the floor. It's usually on my desk, but I'm going to be using it for extra lighting in this video. And they're all different temperatures of light, which is really not recommended for filming because then your white balance is all off. Like you have to set it a certain way, and it's a lot better to have all your lights to be the same temperature. So I'm hoping to get some natural lighting or some white lighting, something like that. So I'm going to start on this end. I have a table here, and there's a little bin down here, and I keep some wool in it, and some other stuff, some other random stuff is underneath it. So I have some yarn. I also have another bin with yarn in it. And here's my printer. It's a HP NV7640 printer. And I use it for scanning things. It's pretty useful for scans. The scans don't really, it tends to wash out all the light colors. It turns them gray, which is really, really annoying. But it can scan to 600 dpi, which is nice. Here's a big portfolio for school. It's like one of those gigantic ones. So I'm just going to start with this organizer here. So in the top slot I just have some printer paper, some printer stuff, because it's right next to the printer. And in this one I keep my Cintiq. I'm actually going to show you my Cintiq now. So it came in this case. It's a Cintiq Companion 2. So it came with a case, and it came with, it's kind of hard to get out. Okay, this is the case for the pen. And here's the pen. You can change the color of the tip of it, and these are all the different nibs. And this pen fits in this little pen stand here. So here it is, and I usually keep it on a stand. The screen definitely needs wiping, but this is what it looks like. It's like a normal laptop size. It's its own computer, so I can just power it on. The fan's pretty loud though, and it's upside down because I have it in the left-hand configuration, but the pen's like this, and I draw on it like that. There's the home screen, so it's pretty cool. I really like this. It was a lot of money though, and you definitely don't need something this expensive. I just wanted something portable, and I just really saw this as something I would use a lot, and it's helped with my productivity a lot too, so that's why I got it. But everyone has their own preference, so you don't need something like this. You can use like any tablet. Any tablet is a good tablet because it's so much easier than using a mouse. Whenever I'm using this, I usually just have it on my desk, but when I'm done, I put it back in this slot. And this is basically a folder filled with all my drawings, really old ones, new ones, random folders and stuff are in here. This is kind of like my desk drawer. It's kind of like my junk drawer almost. I have like a notebook in it for video ideas and stuff. All my sticky notes are in there. Paper clips, stapler, an eraser, just lots of random stuff are in here. There's staples, just stuff like that. Any desk stuff is in this drawer. This drawer is empty containers, so like empty pencil cases. These are from the dollar store. Empty containers. There's a notebook in there too. Lots of stuff like that. That was a loud noise. In here I keep my like polymer clay, and these are some canes that I made, and a glue gun, some glue sticks, some containers, a little empty jar. So there's some glue in there too, and some pliers. So this is like a 3-drawer one, and some slots, and these are like, they can attach together, and then my desk sits on top of it. So these are 2 like little drawer cube things that I have, and I keep some stuff in here just on top of it though. These are some pens and some highlighters, some scissors are in there too, and these are a lot of things that I use all the time. Like my scissors are in there, some pencils that I sketch with are in here, and some paintbrushes. I actually don't really use that one all the time, but I keep it in there because I haven't put it away yet. And this is a little pen stand for my tablet. I don't use it too much because I just forget that I have it, but I used to use it with my Intuos Pro tablet, but I still use it with my Cintiq pen because it fits. So in this top drawer I keep all my multi-liners. There's microns, there's Copic ones, there's Pilot ones, different colors are in there. In here I keep gel pens, spare lead, some caps for pencils, some Q-tips are really useful for watercolor painting, my Pilot color Eno leads, my, I don't know what this is called, dip pen nibs are in there. And the bottom one are all my mechanical pencils. I love mechanical pencils. And these are all my regular pencils are in here. I also have like a, some people call this a pencil crayon, but I call pencil crayons those things that people call colored pencils, but this is like a graphite crayon. It's good for gesture drawings and life drawing classes. Here I keep some fine liners that aren't like microns and stuff, so there's like Sharpie ones, and there's these ones too, are all in there. And here are all my Sharpies. It's kind of hard to open because it's just jam-packed full of Sharpies. I need more Sharpie colors though because I don't have a good range of colors. And here I keep my planner, and sticky notes are usually up here because sometimes I like to jot some stuff down. Now on this side of my desk is where I keep my Copics. And this is another thing from Michaels. It's like a marker storage one, and it fits all my colors perfectly. But if I ever get more colors, they're not all going to fit in here. So I might make another one to go down here and move all this stuff. Up here I have random knickknacks and stuff. Like these books are hollow. They have some stuff in there. I keep all my USBs here. Some water is in here for watercolor painting. This used to have antlers on it, but it fell and they broke off and I can't find the antlers, so now it's just a female deer, I guess. Oh, there's a little bunny, and these are all my Copic colors written on little pieces of paper, and they're inside this glass container, so if I ever have to pick a random color, it's right here. So these are my Copics, like I said. I don't really know how many exactly I have. It's around 100 maybe, something like that, maybe a little bit more. If you want to count them, you can. I'll leave it there for you. So here I keep my sound recorder. So this is a Zoom, like an H4n Zoom type of thing. You can put an SD card into this and you just record on this device, and you can take out the SD card and import your sound to the computer, or you can plug it in to your computer and record directly to your PC if you want to do it that way. So it has its own little case. This isn't mine, it's my dad's, but I use it all the time. I put it in there. I also have some tape in there, some ink is in there too, and this little drawer full of erasers and random stuff like Conte and the sandpaper thing, some happy face tape, some sharpeners, erasers, just random stuff. I just stick it all in here. So in this drawer, I have some random things. I have all the cases for my Copic markers that I got. I got a 36B set once, so those are my cases from that. There's some Vine charcoal, some willow charcoal, some stuff to hang things on the wall. Or is it to mount stuff to paper? I think that's what it is, yeah. Mounting squares, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, double-sided mounting squares. These are all my duplicate Copic markers. I don't like to keep them up here because it just takes up extra space that I don't have. So all my duplicates are in here. And all my dead ones are in there too that need reviving. Oh, and these are some rocks that I painted a while ago. I don't really open that drawer too much, so I keep all the stuff in there that I never really need to access, but there's my Copic corner, if you want to call it that. Under here are some more drawers and some more slots. So up here I keep all my Crayola stuff, my markers. These aren't the markers I used in my video though, they're my sister. The ones I used in my video were my sister's. This is my collection. There's not that many. And I have some markers, some crayons, some pencil crayons, stuff like that. And this is my light box. It's a pretty good size. I got it for Christmas a while ago, so I'm not quite sure what the brand is. I think it's like Wafer or something like that, but I'm not positive. I have a couple of sketchbooks in there and some more sketchbooks here and some more sketchbooks here. I have a lot of little sketchbooks. This was my Inktober one. I haven't really used this one. This one has a bunch of drawings from real life in there. Haven't really used that one, but I want to. I used that one quite a bit. This is toned paper, and this is a really cute book that I've always loved. The Little Worm book. It's so cute. I love this book. And here's some napkins for watercolor, and my electric sharpener is in there too. And beside all of this, I keep a little portfolio and a little laptop bag. Not little, it's a laptop bag. And there's another laptop bag there too, and my garbage. In this top drawer here is all my painting stuff. So there's watercolors in here, there's some brushes, there's some watercolor markers, some gouache paint. It's the Reeves brand from Michaels. This is the plug for my electric sharpener, which is there. Prismacolor Verithin pencils. I love these are great. Some Faber-Castell pastels. This is the most interesting drawer in my opinion. My Prismacolor Premier set of 36, but I did buy some open stock ones, so this is really, really, really full. My Crayola pencil crayons, which I also love. Some big brushes. This is full of gel pens. Let me show you. It's full of gel pens, but I think none of them work anymore. And there's also a canvas in here. And I think that's it for this drawer. Gotta put it all back now. So this is stuff that I use a lot. I use all this stuff a lot. I also use my Copic markers quite a bit. There's a cord here because I have a lamp behind me in case I need more lighting, but I think this is okay. So here's my acrylic paint drawer. These are some palettes. I really like these palettes. Stuff washes off of it really easily. That's just gouache you see in those. So gouache is reworkable with water, so I don't like to wash it out because that kind of wastes the paint. Some tape. The green one is pretty good for watercolor. And these are all my acrylics. They're dollar store brand, all of them. Some of them are from Michaels, but it was still pretty cheap. There's some metallic ones, some sparkly ones, and all different colors. And I actually don't have white because I ran out. So I really need to get some white. So that's my paint drawer. I actually want to put these napkins in there. Yes. My bottom drawer is my Nintendo drawer, or my DS drawer. So I have a 3DS here, and a DSi is in here, and all my games I keep in here, and these are like the empty packages. And here's a little book with my art in it that I got for Christmas a while ago. Some extra spare cords and chargers and stuff that I use for different things. So I keep all my electronic stuff in here. And it's pretty jam-packed. Maybe I'll keep this in here too. That goes with my electric sharpener. No, that's not my electric sharpener. That's for my light box. Yeah, this is the cord, and this plugs into there, and that's how it works. And now for another electronic. This is a little tablet that I have. It's like a computer tablet, so the screen comes off of it, and I can flip it around, and I usually watch videos on this while I work, so I always have it beside me on the right hand side so that I can see it, because since I'm left-handed, I like to look to the side where my hand isn't blocking, so I have it on the right. And it's usually plugged in, but I'll unplug it if it's fully charged, because I don't want to damaged the battery or something. It's called an Acer Aspire Switch, something like that. That's what it's called. This is my laptop. I use it to edit everything. It's pretty old, but it still gets the job done, and I still really like using it. It has like a terabyte of storage, i5 processor. I don't really remember anything else about it, but it's getting slow, but it definitely still gets the job done, so I'm really glad I have this laptop. So inside here, I'll show you all the paper that I have. I have this Strathmore watercolor paper. It's almost gone. I really like that paper, but I want to get hot pressed instead of cold pressed because hot press is smoother. Some marker paper, stray marker paper. Don't really use that folder. Some watercolor paper that I really don't like. That's not very good paper. Here's all my marker paper. It's Express It blending card. I got it a long time ago. Some more watercolor paper. This is okay. And some Canson marker paper that I really don't like using, so it's at the bottom. And I also have a paper cutter beside this stuff under my bed. It's just really dark under there, so it's just a nice big paper cutter. I use it a lot to just trim stuff. So this is just a placemat. I use it sometimes, but it's just from Michaels. It's a Recollections one. It's pink on one side, white on the other. I bought it because it was white on one side, but I want to get a gray one because this white doesn't really show up well in videos. So I want to get a gray mat like this one day, but for now I have that one, and I usually just use paper behind it anyway, so I don't really use this mat too much. And this is one thing I didn't talk about. It's just a phone charger sticking out there, just hanging. My chair is just like a normal desk chair. It's not really my chair. I just use it sometimes. So I hope you enjoyed seeing my workstation tour. This is it. It looks kind of messy, kind of bare too at the same time. There's not really much to it. I have this print here of some flowers just above me, but I definitely want to replace that with actual drawings from other artists one day. And these are little fake flowers in a vase. So this is where everything happens. This is where I film everything. This is where I draw everything. So I hope this was interesting, and thanks for watching.